In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build a powerful pitch deck using two tools in under 10 minutes. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so we're starting off with ChatGPT. So essentially, we're going to be using Deep Research mode here. And when you run Deep Research mode, essentially means that ChatGPT is going to take more time and reference more websites and things like that to answer the question that you're asking to give you more accurate and data-led results. So for somewhat like a pitch deck where we want to be, analyzing competitors, this is a tool that you really want to use. So we're going to turn this on. I think any kind of LLM is going to have this on it, whether it be, using Grok or you're using Microsoft Copilot, whichever one you're using, it should have some form of deep research. So we're just going to run this now. This is what I've put together here. So now we're going to get some questions that we need to answer. You may even need to prompt before you send in your message for the service to ask you some questions, because this can be quite powerful to make sure you're asking the right things. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly answer these guys and then we'll keep going. Alright guys, so I just finished typing out those questions. So we're now gonna submit this and it'll take about 5 to 15 minutes to come back with the relevant information, and then I'll be back with you then. So let's just send that message through and I'll show you guys how it looks. So as you can see, it will say starting research, and as this actually goes by, you'll see a loading bar go up and you can actually see the internal communications ChatGPT has with itself. And it just shows like how powerful AI is nowadays. It's quite fun. You can use this for anything as well. I do recommend if you're just doing any form of research or you have a question that may have conflicting answers, using something like Deep Research can be really helpful and quite interesting too. I'll get back to you guys when this is done. Alright guys, so we're back. As you can see, research took about 4 minutes and it checked 25 different sources with 57 searches. Something quite cool here that you can see on the sidebar is you can actually see every single piece of research the Deep Research mode actually does. So really interesting. You can kind of see the thought process here, and again, very similar to AI agents that have those kind of internal monologues. If you're not using Deep Research mode, definitely try it out. You may get much better results for the kind of questions you're trying to do, or if you're trying to do an essay, this is the thing you need to be using. So we have our information here. What we're going to do is, I've already had a quick read through it. Some of it may need a bit of work. Sometimes the facts I feel like need to be cross-checked. So don't just copy paste the whole thing. For the purpose of this video, I will be doing that, but ultimately you can do the edit on Gamma, which honestly may be a bit easier. So anyway, we have our PDF here. So I'm going to download this and then we're going to head over to Gamma. So I'll see you guys in a second. All right guys, so we're on Gamma.app. To kind of summarize what Gamma is it's basically a text to presentation prompt AI tool. It's kind of hard to describe. If you just go on Gamma.app, you can check it out. Really cool AI tool here. We're going to get into it. We have 3 options. We have the paste in text, we have the generate, or the import file. For this, we're going to be using the import file because the more information we can give it, the more accurate it's going to be. So we're going to quickly upload this PDF. All right, so that's now uploading. Okay, here what you're going to click is presentation. You can also do things like web page, document, and social, which I'm guessing is kind of like a social post, but we're going to click that and it's going to take us to the next step. Here we go. So this is completely free. I don't know if I mentioned that, but every tool in this video is completely free to use. So for this, we're doing a pitch deck. The goal with your pitch deck is you want it to have the relevant information, but you don't want to kind of overdo it, because ultimately if you're trying to present an offer to someone, you don't want to bore them, otherwise they're not going to read it. Or if you're presenting it, you're the one providing them the information. You don't want your pitch deck to talk for you. You want it to enlighten, to highlight what you're saying, but you don't want it to overcomplicate things. So the 3 options here guys is we have generate, which adds more information to what you already have. Condense will shorten the information here, and preserve will basically just reformat the information from your PDF. So I would recommend using preserve. If the information is not accurate, you can edit it after, but again, thanks to the Deep Research, we have a lot of accurate information here. It's detailed and it's formatted in a way best to be used for a pitch deck. So we're now gonna click continue here. And again, there's a couple of different options here. For the image sources, you have the AI models and things like that. Really helpful stuff. These are absolutely fine. Again, you can use tools like Pexels to get royalty-free images, or just use your own stuff. Now we'll stick with this, and for the format, again, we're going for presentation. So we're now gonna continue. It costs 40 credits. All right guys, so it's gonna take you to this next stage, which is picking your layout. Again, this is just an example to show you guys how this tool works. So we'll just choose this one for now. There's a bunch of different options, so play around with it. And again, once it's generated, you can do a few more changes and stuff like that. So we're gonna click generate now. And this is quite cool. You actually get to see it be built in real time. So you know, it's quite fun. So again, guys, you can see it right now being built. So here is the first style, guys. This is going with the minimalistic kind of look here. This may be too simple for you. So what you can do is you can go back and we can go to create new. And we're going to do the same kind of step here. But what you're going to do instead, so you can see we actually have the option here to do 8 cards, and you can play around with this to how many cards you want, up to 10. So we'll do 8, and we'll use condense here, and we'll generate it this way as well. This can be a great way to just build up the pitch deck a bit more, make it a bit thicker if you don't want it that short. I would personally recommend to try and keep it around that 8 to 10 page mark, more so 8, because we're covering everything we need to cover, and then I'll show you something really cool once this is done. But again, I mean, it's been built in real time here. I don't even think I'm going to need to cut any of the video, because it's just really quick and really powerful. And all these images being generated right now that you may see popping up on the side of the screen there, and even when we were going through this, these are all AI generated, which is crazy to think about. Like, it's supposed to be an Adidas logo, you can tell it's AI. So what you guys can do is, say you're going to present this to someone, you can copy the link, right? You can either download it, or what you can do is, if you're doing like a video call, is you'll open up the link to the presentation and you'll click present. And you know, just like that, once you've done your edits and things, it's going to be full screen. And then you see, we can actually just scroll through it. So as you're talking, you can explain what the person's seeing. Again, this presentation would need a bit of work, but you guys get the idea. What you guys can also do is, it's a really easy tool to edit. So let me give you an example. So say we don't like this image, we can replace this, or you know, you can use a bunch of different AI options. You know, you can tell it to improve the prompt for the image. Again, it does cost credits, but it's completely free to use. You get a good chunk of credits to start off with, so it isn't too expensive. And if that isn't your gist, you can actually add items like so. And on this right bar here, guys, you can actually see we have a bunch of different options. So, you know, we can add an image, different options, you can add text. I highly recommend just hopping on here, playing around with it. Like, there's really a bunch, like even there's code blocks, you know, you can embed stuff, you can embed Loom videos onto this. There's a bunch of different things you can do. So if you're presenting it or you're doing cold outreach using this, you can. There's a bunch of templates as well on the actual platform that you can copy paste. So if you're looking for something specific, that is available if you don't want to generate your own presentation. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. If you found some help from this, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have a good one.